Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where we are going to talk about the new Colourpop palette, which is the Darth Vader palette. Super excited to be using this palette today. I am a huge sci-fi, a huge Star Wars fan. I'm just a big geeky child hidden in a woman's body and I am just super excited to be diving into this one. We are going to do some swatches, I'm going to do a look, and I'm going to let you know if I think that this is the great Colourpop formula or the mediocre Colourpop formula. So let's dive in. And if you haven't been in before, if this is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related. So if you want to see some more makeup content on the timeline, don't forget to subscribe because I upload 5 videos a week. Well, technically, this is like my 7th video this week because I usually don't upload on Saturdays, and yesterday I had 2 videos because I wanted to talk about the fact that BH Cosmetics has been bought by Makeup Revolution. If this is news to you as well, don't forget to check back on yesterday's video. I mentioned in my new makeup releases, which is a weekly series that I do on my channel where I talk about new makeup that's being released. I talked about this palette and the fact that I did not receive this in PR from Colourpop and that I bought it myself. I do feel... I feel a little bit ashamed because like just literally hours after I uploaded that video, the package showed up. So thank you Colourpop. Sorry for insinuating that you didn't send this to me in PR. I did still buy one though, with express shipping. Hindsight, that's like one of the worst purchasing decisions of late, but I will be putting that towards the future giveaway. I told you that I will be having a giveaway towards Easter-ish time, so this is the one that I received in PR, and there is a palette. I bought the palette myself as well, because this is a palette that I truly wanted. This is a Star Wars palette, and I love Star Wars, and this is the Darth Vader palette. They have the Child palette from before, which is from the Mandalorian series, and they have the Mandalorian, so it's basically like the 2 main characters of that series. But this is old school Star Wars. They're going back old school, and I am super excited because I feel like this opens up the possibilities to see more watch the next one be the Jar Jar Binks palette. Can we have a petition about that, like that not being the next palette? I'm hoping for a Padme / Amidala palette. Someone told me that there actually should be like 2 palettes, one Padme and one Amidala. I actually don't think that that is a super bad idea. Colourpop, can we make that happen? But I'm super excited. This collab palette is $16 instead of the normal is $9.10 price, which is $14. Usually collab palettes are a little bit more, and all of these Star Wars palettes have been $16. This palette has 4 fully matte shadows, and then it has 1 matte that is a black with like red shimmers that is called the dark side, and then there is 1 super shock shadow, which is that first light one. It's called Stormtrooper, and then there are 3 metallic shadows. 2 of these shadows are a little bit more red, and then we have the black with the red shimmer and the light white. I love a palette that goes from really light to really dark. Personally, I will say I have been less and less into cool tones lately. But I mean, of course, I'm going to do something really fun with this. This one swatched like a dream. I've already swatched this, and it swatched like the Lush, Lush Life. So Lush. I never can figure out, is it So Lush or Lush Life? One of the best palettes of last year's. I think this will be the great Colourpop formula. Just like, I can touch the air, I can feel the quality just by swatching it, so I think that I'm really gonna enjoy this one. So let's do something really smoky. I have actually had makeup on before. This is after lunch, but I decided to film something with this as well. I'm so excited. So excited. Let me know, which is your favorite Star Wars character? Really do love Amidala, but C-3PO is really hard to beat. I think he's my fave. And Han Solo. Okay, this was hard. Let me zoom in and let's go. I want to work with these 2 shadows. This is the black that has the shimmer, and I also want to work with the red metallic because I love colorful eyeshadow. And listen, there's 1 red here, and we're gonna put it all over. I think we might start with this one just to see how this one works in the crease. This is a Battle Station. So I'm just gonna put that in the crease, and I'm gonna blend that upwards. I like putting my shadows. I know some people, they like to go in with a little and they do broad strokes. I feel like that usually just makes my eyeshadow look patchy. So I like usually more to like pack and then blend the edges. So we're gonna blend this one upwards. because I feel like it's gonna go up. I mean, it's gonna be a grayish, I guess. There's nothing else. There's gray or gray. These are your options. I will say, when I first saw the pictures of this palette, I felt like, so where's the black? Like, it's a Darth Vader palette and there's not a black. If there ever was a palette to put a black in, I will say though that the dark side, it is a black, and when you swatch it, it is a matte black with some shimmer in it. Could that have been a matte black instead? I guess so. And also this one, the Empire, it is a very, very dark gray, and it probably will just show up as like a very dark, almost black on the like lid. So maybe it's not the end of the world, but I will say they could have put a metallic black. I mean, I love metallic black. Obviously I do. I put one in my palette. Obviously I love metallic black. I just feel like this could have been the palette to explore, I don't know, different kinds of black shadows, because like he is shiny and black. He literally looks like a Lego, like a piece of Lego, even before they made him into a piece of Lego. I mean, Lego, when they got the licensing for Star Wars, they must have been so happy, because like Darth Vader is like, he's meant to be made into Lego. I will say gray is not my favorite shadow, because I feel like gray really accentuates all the like folds and creases that I have on my face. But I mean, it is what it is. Let me just put a little powder on. I've been having this makeup on all day, and I ate lunch, and that's why I don't have any lip color left. I'm actually gonna be using, I think, let's use this one. Listen. Screw all the other grays. We're going in with this one. It's called Sith Lord. So, like, screw the neutrals. Let's go in with the burgundy. This swatched so beautifully. Oh, I think I picked up too much. Did I get fallout? Oh, maybe I'm fine. So I have high hopes for this one. I am gonna do this. That is so pretty. I'm gonna do this in the entire crease. Yeah, this looks absolutely stunning. There is a little kick up in the pan. I don't think that's a problem as long as it's performing on the eyes. Usually kick up on the pan means that the brush is picking up the pigment and you're gonna get like color on the lid. Sometimes shadows have a lot of kick up and then they don't perform, then I don't like it. Like, at least don't get over all of my stuff if you're gonna be bad on the lid. But I will say 9 times out of 10, when I get a lot of kick up in the pan, it usually means that I am gonna have a lot of shadow on my eyes, and that I like. This is beautiful. What a nice color story for like Halloween as well. I mean, it's far to Halloween, and I just moved to the US, and next year is gonna be my first Halloween. I hope there are kids in the neighborhood that dress up. I wanna dress up. I wanna dress up and I don't even have kids. This eyeshadow is prettybomb.com. If there's any problem with the blending here, it is definitely me and not the eyeshadow, because this eyeshadow is pretty badass. I really like it. I am gonna quickly clean off a brush, a flat one, and I'm gonna use the I Am the Master, the red one, and I am gonna spray this one. If I have a, hello? There you go. I need to order one of these like cheap sprays to spray my shadows with, because I keep using an expensive one and it makes no sense. And that is a cat hair. Did you know that one of the most famous lines in the like original Star Wars movies is the Luke, I am your father? But it's actually not a line in the movie. Yeah, he doesn't say, Luke, I am your father. He says, no, I am your father. But I mean, if you want to say the line, oh, that's so pretty. Now you can see how cool toned this burgundy is. If you want to say the line, I mean, outside of the movie, you kind of have to, you're gonna have to put like Luke to it so people understand what like movie you're talking about. But I find it interesting that one of the most famous movie quotes of all time actually doesn't exist, because he doesn't say Luke, I am your father. That was your daily dose of unnecessary geek knowledge. I really like this red too. I mean, do they go together? Not really. Not really. I kind of like... I mean, do these go together? No. This does look a little weird. I mean, I'm gonna be the first one to say this does look a little weird. I'm gonna buff with a little bit of the light taupe just on the edge here. Is that better? Maybe. And I'm also gonna use, I'm gonna use a little bit of that to tie it together on the lower lash line. And then I think I'm gonna use this one that's called Dark Side. I know it has some shimmer in it, but I mean, this look, it isn't an all matte look, so it doesn't matter. Oh my god, this really kicks up a lot. I have to tap my brush off. So I am gonna use that in the outer corner, so we can have a little depth out here. Ooh, that's really, really pigmented. But I feel like it really ties this look together with the black out here. Now that the red, yeah, this, I feel like this is making the burgundy and the red go together. I'm just doing a little, trying to do a little diagonal out here. Not really carrying it up into the crease that much, just smoking out the outer part of the lid and a little bit into the crease. And then I'm just softening up the edge with the brush that we used before. I think this is how we're gonna keep it. Did I get a little fallout? Maybe, but this black was very pigmented and it was a little kick uppy in the pan, but I think that is cool. I feel like the gray is really accentuating, like as my skin is very uneven in this area. Age happens to the best of us, whether we like it or not, but maybe I can use a little bit of this. It's called Stormtrooper, and it is a Super Shock shadow. And I can use a little bit of that one. I kind of wish that I had something that was matte, because now you can really see my divot here. I mean, shimmers really do accentuate everything. But it really is a bright inner corner highlight. I can't argue with that. I decided to do some glitter because, like, when in doubt, glitter. I felt like I was already a little bit outside of the box, so I pulled out a Colourpop glitter. This is in I Love You So Much. It is just a transparent base, and it has a bit of an almost purpley pink, like iridescent, and I thought like that was perfect for what we were doing. So I'm putting a little bit here. I'm actually using a spatula from, this is a skincare spatula from Sigma, but my friend Heather told me, Heather Austin, you should watch her on YouTube. She told me that these are perfect for like glitter and stuff, and she's right. They're actually perfect for applying and like spreading out glitter. So I'm just putting some in my inner part here, and I'm gonna do some out here as well, like I did on the other side, because I'm having fun and I love glitter placement under here. I think it's so pretty, and I felt like this look deserved a little extra. So I'm just gonna spread this out, and I am gonna put a little bit of a half lash on. Oh, and I put a liquid lipstick on. I actually put on the Jaclyn liquid lipstick in Gratitude. It's not my absolute favorite formula, but I mean, it's doable. It's still in my collection. I mean, that tells you something. The look is finished, the look is done. There is absolutely no way, no chance in hell that I'm taking my hair down because I don't feel like it. So here's the thing. I really like the quality of these shadows, but I don't like the color scheme. I like the shadows, each and every one on its own, but I have realized through doing YouTube for, what is it, 6 years now? 7? 6? 7? 6? I have no idea. I've realized that my least favorite shadow like color when it comes to eyeshadows are grays. Love Star Wars, love Darth Vader. Do I? Loved Anakin. But this isn't my color scheme. Had this not been a Darth Vader palette, I would not have bought it simply because I don't love grays. I love black, I love white, but I don't love gray. But I don't love grays on me. On others, sure. On me, not so much. Really like this burgundy. I think it's beautiful, and you can see it's very, very cool tone, so it ends up being like a plummy burgundy, and together with this like Santa Claus red, I don't feel like it goes on me. And I also have a little bit of a warmer undertone, and I feel like sometimes grays just look, I even mentioned it in the beginning of the video, in the mid of me doing the look, that it reminds me of Halloween. And I don't know, I like it, but I don't love it. The quality is the good Colourpop quality. This is the good Colourpop quality. The color story isn't 100% up my alley. But maybe if it's up your alley, maybe if you were wondering is this good quality or not, it is good quality. I'm just not head over heels when it comes to the grays. And that's just the way it is, I guess. If it's gonna be cool tone shadows, I'd prefer it to be blue over it being a gray. Let me know what you think though. Is this your type of a color story? I know some people are disappointed that it didn't seem very Darth Vader. I will say after using it, this like black shadow is an incredibly high pigmented shadow. No skipping, very opaque. So I think that this black here is beautiful. There is some red in here, but usually these red shimmer particles, if you start blending on them, they disappear. If you pack on the shadow, you'll be able to see them. I think they're purely decoration, if I'm gonna be honest. That's a somewhat qualified guess from me. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again on Monday for a new video. Bye!